Hello everybody and welcome to another wonderful episode of Ane's Food Show. It's my pleasure to have you all as my audience, and I am so overwhelmed sometimes when I hear back from you with all the wonderful comments about the show. So thank you very much for watching, and keep sending us your comments and your feedback. We try to improve the show as you send us feedback. So thank you for being our audience. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Today we are working on actually just two recipes that are somewhat traditional in a sense, meaning that people eat them quite often. We have rice and beans, which is common in almost every household, and we also have a dish which is pretty much common in the should I say this, the Kumbo Banso land. And I have a lady who is going to be with me on set. She's actually going to show me how to do that one, which is pounded beans and potatoes. So stay tuned and enjoy the show.
Anna's Food Show, your favorite food and lifestyle show. The assurance for your well-being.
Welcome back to the show. I'm in the kitchen with Miss Jane Toukoni. And she is going to kind of walk me through making Toukoni, and I'm going to walk her through making rice and beans. So this is sort of like an exchange visit, right?
Yes.
So you learn, I learn.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So, but before I get into that dish, let me just talk a little bit about the rice and beans. Typically, we prepare boiled rice, white rice, and we serve it with beans, right? Which we prepare separately. This dish, I'm going to show another method of doing it, which is really simple, a lot healthier, and kind of faster in a way, because all you do is just make it in one pot. So we're not going to cook the beans separate and then boil rice separate. We're just going to cook the rice, the beans, and everything in it together. Lesser oil. So you know, for somebody who has a weight issue or hypertension or whatever, that they have to cut their calories, they can use this method and still have a wonderful tasting dish of rice and beans. Okay, so if you just come closer a little bit, I'll show you all my different ingredients. We have beans, obviously, which we've already soaked and boiled. That one we did ahead because normally beans takes a long time to cook, right? Okay. And we have country onions, which you also use in
Toukoni.
Toukoni. What else do you use it in Banso land?
We use the same country onion to call it shiru.
Shiru. Okay, I've learned one word, shirum.
Shiru. As we call fulum.
Fulum, so it's shirum. Okay, makes sense. And then we have this granite spice, which I'm not sure, because up in Banso you guys don't make actual soup very often. But do you use this spice, the granite spice?
Some people use it. It's not common in our place.
Okay, it's not common. Okay. This one normally you just, if you're buying it, it's sort of like granite shape. That's where it gets its name. It doesn't taste like granite at all. And then you just heat it up and the shell pops open. You peel it and then you grind the nut that's inside. I did not warm this, so I can't shell that off. But when it's ground, this is the ground form. Yeah. Actually, now in the market you can find already ground form of that, which makes kitchen life easy. And then we use some ginger and black pepper. Now, I love to use black pepper a lot more than white, so you can always use white pepper. But you are also somebody who loves to cook.
Cooking is my talent.
Cooking is your talent. Well, that's good. I enjoy meeting other women that have that talent and enjoy what they do. So I'm glad that you are on the show today to learn, and I'm also going to learn from you. Okay, so it's a give and take. Okay. All right. So while as you are good in the kitchen, I'll give you the the spoon and you stir while I put. Okay. I just put about 2 tablespoons of oil in there, and then I'll go ahead and add the onions. It's about 1 large onion. So if you just put that down with the, okay, there you go. So now while you stir the onions, I'll chop the garlic. And I personally prefer these large cloves over the small crunchy garlic, as we call it. So I prefer these. For me, it's easier to use. How about you?
No, it's easier to use like the same as you do. I've learned from you that is the way I cannot change and do it.
But some people still prefer the tiny ones now.
But the ugly one is easy to peel.
It's easy to peel. That's my take on it too. It's easier to peel and it's easier to even cut. Okay, so just quickly chopped it. Now I'm doing this on the board instead of the stone. You know, as a lot of people still kind of like to use a stone. My philosophy is that if you grind this on a stone, you are going to definitely lose a lot of flavor on the stone because the juices of the garlic will remain on the stone. This way, when you chop it, when the juices release, it releases in your pot. Okay, and your food is tastier. Okay, so we've got our garlic. It's about 2 large cloves. So if you're using the small little cloves, you use something larger. Okay, and then we're adding ginger. We're using about 1 teaspoon of ginger. Okay, so we'll just grate, or if you wanted to chop, you can chop it by hand. Just grate, it's about 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon rather, into our pot. And you know that most of these are spices that go into beans when you just prepare beans now. So this time around, we're just going to prepare it all together. Just no frying of beans. Alright, so we've got that in, and then I'll do our spices. We have about half a teaspoon of the ground, half a teaspoon of the ground granola, yes, granola spice. And then we'll do about half a teaspoon of, it's kind of like my own all-purpose seasoning, okay. And then we'll do about half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then salt. We'll do about 1 teaspoon of salt. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Because you know, with rice will absorb the salt, beans will also absorb it. So you need to put in just a little bit extra so you actually get the flavor of it. Okay. And our some say tomatoes, some say tomatoes.
What is the right name?
I don't know which way is right or wrong, but I say tomatoes. Tomatoes. As long as you communicate what it is you're saying. How do you say? Tomatoes. See, some say tomatoes, some say tomatoes, some say your own way you want to say it. But what is it called in Banso?
It's tomato.
Tomato. You learn how to. Wow. So she treated you very well. Or she encouraged you to grow. Yeah.
And now I'm eating because of what she taught me.
Okay. So that's how we really need to get younger children or girls to learn how to cook, to get them involved in the kitchen. So I also watch Ami's food show. You also learn a lot, and hopefully would encourage you to get your children, or your children, it should not only be limited to girls, but it should also, boys need to learn how to cook, right? You have brothers also. How many of them?
There are 2 of them. I'm the first. There are 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
The only girl.
You're the only girl child, the only daughter. all our seasoning in and we have our tomatoes in. Also, we're not going to take a lot of time to fry the tomatoes until, okay, we're going to let it cook because that frying is actually cooking the tomatoes in oil. So this one, we're not going to do that. We're just going to cook it alongside the rest of it. Okay. So now we'll add our beans, which is already been boiled and rinsed. Okay. And then I am using parboiled of rice, which is the rice that the UNVDA does. It's the parboiled one. Now, a lot of people have difficulties in using the rice because there's perception that it will not come out one, as they say. But if you use the parboiled rice, actually, you get that grainy effect. It doesn't stick, and it also tastes good. Okay. Are you familiar with the rice?
Yes.
Okay. So this one with this 1 cup, which we've already washed in warm water, and we put it in there. And what works for me is 1 cup of rice to 3 cups of water. That way you don't have to add any more water, your rice will just cook. And so we have 3 cups of water right here, which is already cooked, or boiled rather, I should say cooked. Yeah, so just do that.
You put the cold water.
No, this was already boiled, so it's hot water that was sitting on there. So, honestly, how hard is that to do that? Very simple. It is. So this is what you just do it, you cover it and just let it simmer. I'll just reduce the heat a little bit. So, and then put the lid on. And we'll let it simmer. So don't go away. We'll be right back with our pounded beans and potatoes. Oh, I'm going to love that one too today. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Anna's Food Show, your favorite food and lifestyle show. The assurance for your well-being.
Okay, welcome back. Now we have our rice and beans already cooking. We're about to make the pounded beans and potatoes. So Miss Jane, you are going to tell me about this dish and what it means to you as a Banso woman.
As a Banso woman, Toukoni, as we normally call potatoes and beans. It's a normally it's a seasonal food. Yes, we eat this mostly during rainy season.
Ah, okay.
Yes, and then if you go to visit like 10 houses in our village, you will find that 5 people prepare Toukoni during the day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
During the rainy season.
Yes, we always prepare mostly in the morning, and then we take it to the farm. Children carry some to school.
Okay, excellent. So behind the scenes, what we did was we started cooking this already. You had me peel and boil about 10 potatoes. Okay. Okay, so now that the water is dry, what do I do next?
Add the beans now.
Okay, so this is how much beans?
It's 1 cup.
1 cup. Or 1 glass.
1 glass.
Yes. Okay, so we've already boiled the beans. Okay. And is there a preference of black beans or red beans? So I can start mashing it down like this?
No, we'll not start mashing.
Oh,
Add oil
okay.
and then you cover it to heat.
Oh, how much oil?
2 teaspoons of oil, a tablespoon of oil.
Tablespoon of oil. So about that much of oil. So not much oil,
Not much.
just a little bit of oil. Okay. And what else?
And the salt, there's pepper inside.
Okay.
So we add salt.
How much do I just do a pinch?
Yes, there's a pinch. The potatoes already have salt.
I did just a tiny much. And then crunchy onions.
Yes.
How much?
Like a teaspoon.
Okay, so it's healthy pinch. Okay, there. That's what I call cooking by instinct. Okay. So then you said we should cover it.
Cover it.
Okay.
The
So the oil will heat up. Sort of like when you're making kati and you put the chicken for the oil to heat up. How much longer do we have to cover this for?
Just for 3 minutes.
Okay. So it hasn't quite been 3 minutes, but you can see it's already. Can we proceed with it at this stage? Okay. Okay. Pound this some more, and we'll be right back.
Anna's Food Show, your favorite food and lifestyle show. The assurance for your well-being.
I've been using this wooden spoon, and it seems like it's a little bit of a challenge for me. So normally in your place, what do you use? Something like this. It's fufu stick. That's what you use. Okay. Now it's like pounding achu, except pounding potatoes. Now we're actually pounding it right. The beans actually doesn't seem to be pounding up quite as much. Or am I doing it the right way? With fresh beans. Okay, so that makes a difference because this is just dry beans that we soaked. So is there a specific trick to it? I mean, is there some way of making it right?
Some people used to prepare it separately. That's you pound the beans separately before you mix with it. With the potato.
Okay.
Some they do it
Just do it. Okay. So you want to see if I'm done, how does it feel in your hand if it's right?
So when you pound it, you see this. They're not
Okay, so we don't see that
Bouncy,
bouncy, bouncy. What's the story behind bouncy, bouncy?
Bouncy, one of my nephew.
Your knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was complaining that the elder sister prepared for all the bouncy, but she will not eat that what she wants her to do with this type of serving bouncy.
Bouncy, bouncy, meaning that it had lumps in it. I don't blame her. She shouldn't have to eat fufu corn with lumps in it. Bouncy, bouncy. Okay. Whew.
So after this, we use a leaf to tell.
After this, it's okay like this. Alright, so now how do we do that? We already selected the leaves and warmed it on the fire side.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I already cleaned the white and
By the way, I just noticed that the whole time we're doing this, the fire was on. Is that okay?
yeah.
So, okay, so we leave it on.
So that you can get it.
Okay. Alright. So, you want this? Yeah, you can use that. You can use the salsa. But you know, this is something that, go ahead. I think that we can, just checking up on our rice. You can pretty much do this any part of the world you are in. It's just that you have to, you won't have, well, you can have red oil out in diaspora, in America, right? Even in England, Jamaica, you can have red oil. So basically, you can do this any part of the world, okay? Yeah. So you tie it like you tie achu. Okay. Let me try to do one. You do that one, then I'll do. So you finish that one. It's more for people like us. So normally, what do you eat it with when you make it?
You can eat like this, or you can eat with pear.
Oh, with pear. Oh, maybe we should check if there's some pear in the studio we can eat it with. Because, yeah, potatoes and pear, beans and pear. Makes sense. I'm tying a little bundle, which is a nice bundle. so, ooh, it's hot. When she does it so easy, you know, but it's quite hot. So just fold it. Whew. You know, I have to say hats off to the African woman and the ingenuity in the kitchen. That was kind of hot. But she just did it, it seemed so effortless. Oh. Okay, there we go. I'll do it like this. Yes, no, it's hot. I'm not gonna lie. You don't feel it anymore. Because you've been doing it. Well, we've been cooking, but not this style of cooking that you use.
I mean, dealing with the leaves, like
yeah. Because this is mainly how we do fufu corn, which is actually better than plastic. All right. Well, we'll sample that, and then we'll come back, we'll clean up, we'll sample. So stay tuned.
Anna's Food Show, your favorite food and lifestyle show. The assurance for your well-being.
Welcome back. So we've done with making toukoni. I've learned how to make toukoni, and our rice is just about to be ready. So before we taste that, now I have to taste toukoni. Normally, how do you eat it? You serve it with the sauce on the side. So, with pear. Well, we'll just do it like this for now. But I'm sure later, I'm not going to eat all of that, but I think later I'll try it. Okay.
Normally, we use our hands.
Like this. And then how do you do the pear? So when the pear is there, you just pour it, pear. Actually, I'm sorry folks, but I'm really enjoying this. So you all have to try it alongside with me. It's really good. It's really good. Everyone should try it also. Or you use a fork, or use your hand. See, I was going to say, you tell me to use my hand and then you use the fork. Life is good. Get yours. Mashed potatoes and beans. Simple things actually. You get more pleasure from simple things. And somebody can think that this is sort of like peasant food, like food for people that are not well to do. But I will not lie, this is really good. Potatoes, beans, salt, crunchy onions. Simple. Simple is good. Okay. In the meantime, I'll check on the rice. Again, rice and beans. So we're talking about pretty much beans all day. Beans and potatoes, rice and beans. So what I forgot to mention, which is very obvious, is the protein effect of beans. Beans is a very high protein food. A lot of fiber, which is good for keeping your system clean, keeping your heart rate down. And you combine it with potato, which is also very rich in fiber, potassium, iron. Goodness, how can you go wrong? This is a natural food that keeps you strong. And we wonder why sometimes people in rural areas are stronger than people in the city, because you eat simple, good, nutritious food. Okay. So our rice is ready because I ate it this hand. Now I'm not going to dare to eat the rice with the hand because it's hot. Okay. So now you get to try my own version of rice and beans. There you go. That's a girl. But it's hot though. It's hot.
rice and beans.
Rice and beans, very
It's a
plentiful.
balanced diet.
Very balanced.
We used to sing when we go for clinic. Balanced diet, rice and beans, eat them every day,
There you go. Balanced diet, rice and beans, eat them every day, Okay.
Delicious.
Thanks for watching the show today. I hope you've been able to catch something that is excellent for you and for your family. Rice and beans, mashed potatoes and beans, or pounded potatoes. I really shouldn't say mashed potatoes because we actually pounded it, okay? Pounded potatoes and beans. So I hope you got something that is of interest to you and that is useful to your family. Please keep eating healthy. Stay tuned for our next show. And don't forget to catch us on Facebook at Anae's Food Show, YouTube Anae's Food Show, email amundi2009@gmail.com. I'm waiting to hear back from you all. Enjoy, and we'll see you again soon.